Congratulations on season 250. We know you have the Midas touch now in television, in addition to all the other things that you do.
Thank you. I'm excited. The first season went over really well. I didn't expect everything that we were experiencing as far as COVID is concerned,
Mhm.
or like through social media when we took a break from film and television. Well, film was gone because at that point nobody was going to the movies because of COVID. So when we take a break from television, we're looking at the phone, and social media was showing us so many images of law enforcement inappropriate behavior that it was a full campaign for this show.
Right, right.
You see George Floyd, you see protesting in London. It shows you that it's a global issue. It's not something that's just happening here. And
Absolutely.
I'm so excited that instinctively it feels like the stars are lining up for you. Like when you make music, it feels like magic because you condition yourself for music. And then your first idea is usually the right idea. Television is a little different
Mhm.
because it's never right the first time. They always have notes, the executives, and it shifts and it gradually gets to a point where it's better. Sometimes I've seen things that were so well done that I was like, can't we just give them something else and then end up here?
Mhm.
Because I know the process is going to go through before we actually put it on television. If I read it and I'm really excited about it, I go, can't we write something different and then as the actual changes get to this?
Mhm. That's a great point. I want to ask you about that. So, how do you keep the energy fresh? We're heading into season two. We've watched the journey that's taken place over season one. Is it a reset? Is it a continuation? What's the energy like with you, your team, the talent when you move into the second season of something that's resonated so greatly with people and is so relevant to what's happening?
The things, the reason why I felt like Isaac's idea for a feature film was wrong is I didn't feel like you would have time on film to show the nuances of the experience. And I
Mhm.
felt like the first season was representation of Isaac, 9 years Isaac experienced incarcerated. Second season is him re-entering society, following that experience. So there's a point that he gets out of jail and you see from the new habits of being incarcerated while only having one focus of getting back home to his loved ones,
Mhm.
family, that it goes to him adjusting to not using space, using to being in a smaller space. He'll stay in one room longer. Everybody else is in another room. He's there. You know what I mean? And they're like, is he all right up there? Like all
Mhm.
the other things, issues that things that habits created by how he received the information to
Mhm.
get himself out and how he's trying to reenter society following the trauma of 10 years incarceration and being exposed to the most dangerous people. At what point would you feel like you had nothing to lose? Maybe after you received 25 to life. So when you're incarcerated around those people, you find that energy where only you can. He would be the only person to share that energy at that point. I think the only thing that separates us as people is passion.
Right.
So when you become passionate enough about something to work at it, I think you can work hard enough to perform on the highest level. So if
Right.
you are shooting the ball, you can shoot the ball. It may take you all day, but if you enjoy what you're doing, you can shoot it long enough that you get it every time.
That's
If
right.
you're catching the football, it's the same thing. And then when I see these things, I'm going, you see it in Floyd Mayweather Jr., you see it in Venus and Serena, you see it in Earnhardt's, you see it in the Manning twins. They had guidance. It may be some genetics, but their passion is coming from their dad or from someone ahead of them, filtering that energy. Now, in Isaac's case, it's coming from him wanting to be home. It starts to simplify things because the things that mean stuff to us today. There's a point. You see how that shirt you got on? That shirt
Mhm.
really looks good. It looks like a peacock, but it's one color.
Thank you.
Right now, look. Why it's nice, there's a point where the physical things affect us emotionally. When we look good, we feel good. We're confident because we know how we feeling at the moment. And that point when there's no one else, there's no other confirmation. It's a tunnel. You have to have complete tunnel vision at what you want for yourself at that point, because there was no one else that done this. Like, this guy's a unicorn.
Right.
Like, he defended himself, sentenced to 70 years plus life. First person convicted under the Kingpin statute in New Jersey. Defended himself in the beginning, goes to jail, becomes a prison rep, uses other people's cases to create case law to bring himself back to court, and is out. Because I had to Google it when he was telling me this.
Mm.
Googled it in front of him, because I'm like, let me make sure he's telling me the truth. Because when you know the percentage of people who win appeals, it breaks. Like this season, what they get a chance to experience is the love between a female child and her dad. It is almost unbreakable. She's looking, it's my dad. Don't matter, because it's the first man she fell in love with. And she had her mom as the example, loving him.
Mm-hmm.
She is just completely in love with him. And she never doubted it. But his wife, at points, logic, the point where logic sets in, and you say only 40%, 50% of the people can come back on appeal. And he keeps talking to me like he's certain, 100% certain he's going to get out. And you go, maybe he's bugging out because of the experience. He's going crazy, maybe. Because there's zero doubt in him. You feel like maybe he's going crazy. And this is true experience, where the only person, the comfortable place to rest her head is on the shoulder of his best friend. And he becomes her love interest. Oh my God. The fucking dream is a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's understandable. It's understandable why that person would be the person that you're comfortable with under those circumstances, because it's the closest person to me. If I'm incarcerated at that point, you're going, but when you get back into the free world, how do you adjust with the idea, the thought of it? My best friend is not my best friend anymore sometimes, because I feel like he shouldn't have been nowhere near my woman.
Right. Right.
You know?
50. I could talk to you. I really could talk to you all day. They're giving me the Apollo hook. So, congratulations to you, all that you do. You are living the American dream, literally. Congratulations.
Thank you.